On a rare, beautiful morning with clear skies in Raven Rock, we meet a messenger from House Telvanni. Grandmaster Neloth is aware of our presence in Solstheim. He wants us to help the local town of Raven Rock and the Morag Tong Guild present here. Neloth won't entertain us at Tel Mithrin, the Telvanni settlement on Solstheim, unless we comply with his request. Adral Arano, the second counselor of Raven Rock, gave us the location of the Morag Tong, who have a base near the city. He also suggested meeting an elderly Imperial miner named Crescius Corellius, who needs some help at the ebony mine here. And that is where we go now. We see some East Empire Company containers here in the mine. In the Third Era, the company had a monopoly on raw ebony that was located here. In 4E16, when Solstheim was passed into the hands of the Dunmer people, the East Empire Company was forced to relinquish Raven Rock's control to House Redoran.
Bizarre that these Draugr walk about. Surely not every crypt has a dragon priest keeping them in servitude. What is keeping them from eternal rest? Hello. I'll be around.
Can I help you? Good. I was wanting to rest a bit.
Damn it, woman. I said to leave me be.
Crescius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains. He's down here. I can feel it.
That was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Crescius, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed. Need something? That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure.
No, absolutely
We came
not.
across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Crescius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep? There was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies. Crescius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something else, but I don't know. My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused. I love him dearly, and I support everything he does. But I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave. To understand how we met one another, you have to appreciate what he's going through. Crescius is a third-generation miner. All his life, he's lived and breathed nothing else. By the time Crescius came of age, the ebony mine in Raven Rock was shut down. He took that quite hard. Our home has been in his family for over 200 years. Leaving would have been like abandoning precious memories. Instead, he stayed on Solstheim and spent most of his life prospecting for a new ebony source. Sadly, it never surfaced. A decade ago, this drove him into a deep depression. He shut himself inside his home and refused to come out. It was after refusing to allow anyone to bring him food, Counselor Morvain ordered his door to be knocked down before Cretius starved to death. I was a temple priest at the time, and they had me use my healing arts to restore strength to his ailing body. I stayed for a while and cared for him, then
these ruins just seem to go on
I suppose
forever.
we fell in love.
Who in the blazes are you? Can't you... Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel, and he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago. The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall, but I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance.
I admit, this does sound suspicious.
Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company is keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost.
The best we can do is have a look. Who knows? Maybe we'll come across some ebony.
She thinks that old age has addled my mind, that I'm seeing things when there's nothing to be seen. I realize she cares about me, but she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what happened to Gratian. Then I'll settle down peacefully and never set foot in this mine again. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, even before I discovered Gratian's old things. I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity. Look, I know I don't have much to go on. I have that unsent letter, and that's really it. But I also have a miner's instinct that's run in my family from before Gratian was even born. I may sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you, the tunnels here are solid. They would never collapse like that. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Cretius is convinced that the remains of his great-grandfather, Gratian Kyrelius, are at the bottom of the mine. He's tasked me with exploring the mine on his behalf to locate the remains, and perhaps discovering what killed Gratian Kyrelius.
You had something to say? Alright, I'm ready-ish.
What's the plan? I'm ready to go.
Try
Until
the
next
lower
time.
sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
So this note was given to Cretius's great-grandfather by the East Empire Company. An interesting letter from the Third Era. Okay, we have done a lot of dungeon delving in the Reach. How different can this one be? Let us look for this mysterious ruin.
Maybe you'll get me next time. Giant spiders. I've seen them.
The body to add to our count.
I'll show you true venom.
Take this. Good boy, Scrap. You're such a good boy.
As well.
Oh, that's definitely going to bruise.
Not today.
Get him, Scrap. Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Well done, Remy. The illusion seemed to have paralyzed the spider.
Remy! Behind you!
What? What is it? Kill it!
I'm just messing with you, Remy.
Why would you do something like that to me?
Wow. This is different.
right up, I promise.
Point are undead properly dead? Is it just smashing them into small enough bits that finally kills them?
It's always so fascinating to see what information I can learn from them. Catch my breath.
Every time I read this Thorn, it's different. The rivers and bodies of water have changed shape. Structures have come and gone. The only constant is it.
This is interesting. We find a deposit of Stalrim, a rare form of enchanted ice found only on the island of Solstheim. Unfortunately, we will need a special pickaxe to mine it. A potion of water walking. This is rare. I wonder who made this potion and when. I hate these soul gem turrets. That looks like a Draugr Deathlord. Let's try to use stealth and our sun spells.
Please crush them, and I'll circle around behind them.
A hidden door behind the waterfall. Fascinating.
Outlawed levitation. How utterly barbaric.
Mummification is common in southern High Rock. Yet our dead do not get up again, so long as necromancers stay away. See a thing. Ugh, ow. Damn urns in the way. Wait, where'd Zell go? Oh, there he is. Whew.
This is stunning. A huge chamber with 2 waterfalls leading into a stream that disappears underground. This must be the ruin Cretius was talking about. That door. There is something about that door. Let's investigate.
Back in Morrowind are protected by the family's own ancestors. These Draugr just seem angry. Doubt anyone comes to pay their respects here.
That is a good point. They may be serving a dragon priest, but let's hope we don't encounter one. By the way, we found the remains of Gratian Kyrelius and his journal. This journal has an in-depth description of Gratian's failed expedition. It also talks about his discovery of the magical Bloodscale blade and how it can be used to get through this door. Unfortunately, Gratian was attacked by Draugr and died right here. So let's wield this great sword and try to unlock this door.
Seems curiosity killed the cat. Let's grab the journal and use the sword to get out of here.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let me get out of here.
Glad we got through those hellish blade traps. I have a feeling we will meet more undead here. This would be a great mask for destruction mages who specialize in shock spells. I prefer the more defensive mask of Otar. We have a word wall here too. This ruin was very interesting, and we even met a dragon priest. I'm sure Cretius Corellius will be excited when we meet him. Let's get back to him now.
You will be joined. I don't think so.
Get him, Scrap! That's right! You stay over there, far away from me.
What were we next trade? Poverty? Violent tendencies?
This may be the frontier, but we've still got rules. Break them and you'll wind up in the prisons.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old, retired miner can do.
Glad Cretius can finally know some peace. However, that doesn't seem like the only positive outcome.
Mark my
I
words.
spotted some ebony down in those old tunnels. I imagined that'd be an argument for opening the mines again.
They thought I was a crazy old fool, but I proved them wrong.
People laugh at things they don't believe. It helps them accept the unknown.
You're too kind to people, always giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know how you put up with
Philosophy
it.
of House Redoran seems to be that suffering builds character. I'm just not sure they know when to stop suffering.
There was a time when this town meant something. Now it's all gone. For all I know, I might be the last Imperial left on Solstheim. Those cowards left decades ago. Every single damned one of them. The moment the ebony mine dried up, they pulled up stakes. Ridiculous. Well, you know it as well as I do. Raven Rock Mine wasn't empty at all. It's still rich in ebony ore. I come from 3 generations of miners, and I couldn't get anyone to believe me. Our home has stood in Raven Rock since the colony was founded. Grayson helped build it with his own 2 hands. After Grayson died, he left behind a wife and a son. My grandfather, Relicus. Relicus lived there for quite a long time, working in the other sections of the mine until he was slain by Rivers. I never knew my father. My mother and I always lived alone. I asked her about him many times, but she seemed angry and refused to speak about him. So eventually, I let it go. When I was old enough, I began working in the mine, hoping to make my fortune and eventually move to the Imperial City. Unfortunately, yes, I only had enough coins saved to send one of us back to the Imperial City. So I sent my mother alone. I wanted her to see her homeland before she died. Until I met my darling Aphia, yes. I suppose you could have called me a bitter old hermit. Now I'm just old. Mark my words, Raven Rock isn't finished yet.
I'm glad Cretius Corellius will find some closure from the East Empire Company. With the ebony mines open again, Raven Rock will be a thriving town once more. I think we did good, and I hope Grandmaster Neloth will like this. He always seems to know.